Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast today. I'm Jeffrey, and with me is Sarah. Today, we're going to discuss one of the most famous legends from Indonesia, the legend of Minangkabau. How are you, Sarah?
Hi, Jeffrey. I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be part of this episode. The Minangkabau legend is indeed very interesting and full of exciting stories.
Absolutely, Sarah. Before we dive into the main story, it might be good to give a little background about Minangkabau for listeners who aren't familiar. Minangkabau is one of the ethnic groups in Indonesia, primarily residing in West Sumatra. Now, one of the most famous legends from there is the origin of the name Minangkabau. Maybe Sarah can start the story?
Sure, Jeffrey. So, this legend starts with a dispute between the Minangkabau people and their neighboring kingdom. To avoid a war that would harm both sides, they agreed to settle the matter in a unique way, through a buffalo fight.
A buffalo fight? That sounds intriguing. How did it work, Sarah?
Well, each side would choose a buffalo to fight. The winner would be the side whose buffalo won the battle. The Minangkabau people, known for their cleverness, chose a young calf that was still nursing and kept it hungry for a few days. When the match started, they tied sharp knives to the calf's horns and let it face the opponent's large buffalo.
Ah, I see. So what happened when the buffalo fight began?
Because the calf was extremely hungry, it ran straight towards the large buffalo, thinking it would find milk. The calf started poking the large buffalo's belly with the knives tied to its horns. As a result, the large buffalo lost, and the Minangkabau people won the contest without having to go to war.
That's amazing. From there, they were called Minangkabau, which means winning buffalo. This shows how clever the Minangkabau people were in resolving conflicts.
Exactly, Jeffrey. This legend not only shows cleverness but also illustrates the importance of strategy and intelligence in facing conflicts. Additionally, this legend has become a symbol of pride and identity for the Minangkabau people.
Incredible, Sarah. This story really teaches us a lot. Thank you for sharing such an interesting story. Before we wrap up today's episode, do you have any messages or additional thoughts for our listeners?
Yes, Jeffrey. I want to remind everyone that legends like this are an important part of our cultural heritage. Knowing and appreciating these stories can help us understand the values and history that shape our identity as a nation.
I couldn't agree more, Sarah. Thank you for that inspiring message, and thank you to all our listeners for staying with us. See you in the next episode, where we'll discuss more fascinating stories from all over Indonesia. Goodbye.
Goodbye.